What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. What an exciting lunch break over here on a Wednesday. GameStop hit a high of about 348, fell off, halted numerous times, down to about 50% off of its high to 172. AMC was sitting at about 1218 at its peak, same time, 1220 Eastern Standard Time, pulled back to just over 950. We're going to go over where I expect to see these charts going for the rest of the day in the foreseeable future, why this might be one of the biggest bear traps that we have seen intraday in a very long period of time, the new short interest that's out, okay, as well as some options data, guys. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. For those of you that are new to the channel and you find any value in this video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the family. If you are interested in joining our private community, it is the first link in the description. We've got over 250 members. I am grateful for each and every one of you. We all help each other. It's an amazing community. We're there to celebrate the wins, celebrate the losses. So if you are interested, please, it's the first link in the description. We would love to have you. Guys, let's take a look. Let's get into the video. Let's take a look at the charts. First off, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, 348.5 all the way down to 172.06. In really a matter of about 20, not even 15 minutes. That was an insane drop and a sell-off. Okay, so what I believe to be happening with both of these stocks are the amount of volume that was done on this was definitely more of the hedge funds, the institutional investors, big sell-offs. Okay, retail investors are not going to be able to coordinate a huge sell-off on that kind of level. Okay, what I will tell you, and this is why it is different, is 348 is where that price point was. GameStop hit a high of, I believe it was 438, and that was pre-market of its all-time high earlier in January on the last short squeeze. There was a lot of people that were on the wrong side of this trade, okay? So there are a lot of people that I believe were also thinking, you know what, if I got back in when it was all the way down at 40, if I got back in even at 100, 150, we know where it was. Yes, they talk about it going to 1,000 and beyond. However, if they got burned on it the time before, they're gonna make sure again that they do not get burned again. So what was started off by a large, heavy volume of selling was then followed up by the fear, panic selling of, when we watch this go all the way from 438 back down to 40, it's at 300, let's say, even 285, 270. I don't want to fall into that again. So that's when you began to see the retail investors, the panic selling, which is normal, especially if you've already been in a situation, you've experienced a situation before. It's the same thing as touching a hot stove. Once it happens one time, the second time, you're really going to be aware of it and make sure it doesn't happen again. So that is what I see to be happening. I also picture this to be a huge bear trap. We have the new DTCC rule that is playing in effect, especially with AMC having to report tomorrow, having an account a record of all of their shareholders to be able to invite them to their meeting that will be attended or be held on May 4th. Okay, and that is also changing the ruling for options, the way data and information is reported based on options trading and volatility. Okay, so let's take a look at, guys, first off, just what the definition of a bear trap is. A bear trap is a technical pattern that occurs when the performance of a stock, index, or other financial instrument incorrectly signals a reversal of a rising price trend. Okay, so that means the price has been continuously rising and then all of a sudden there's a hard decline. That is exactly what we saw here today. I do not expect that kind of to continue. As you can see from the charts that we just looked at, it is already starting to come back and gain. It's probably about 50% for AMC and a little bit over 50% for GameStop. Volume has also slowed down. I probably will not get back to that high today. However, that 280 to 300 price point will be very foreseeable, as well as that 1110 to probably 1150 price point for AMC. But let's take a look at the short interest that came out yesterday. All right, it came out late yesterday. I made a video earlier because I was busy at night with family. But AMC short interest percentage increase is up 15. That is awesome. Let's see right here, verified March A is the record date. If you go on to data updates, March A is the 9th, so this is the most accurate information. This is shortsqueeze.com. I've been using this website for a very long period of time. I know that maybe you couldn't see that. Yeah, March A. But let's take a look at GameStop. Depending on their short interest is down 14%. So there's A lot of hedge funds that are changing, institutional investors that are changing, also going along on this position. They might be playing both sides, the long and the short sides. That's called hedging your positions. Okay, take a look at it. It's very important. It's very common for heavy and experienced investors to play both sides of a play. All right. So AMC, I wanted to bring up as well. The short short shares available is now high. It was at a low. I think what I saw 85,000 just the other day. It's at 1.4 million, and that fee, which hit I believe 12.2%. Correct me if I am wrong. Is now down to 7.88%. I'm going to refresh my screen just because I've been on this for a little while. And it looks like it's probably still going to be sitting at that 7.88%. So seeing that decline as we wanted it to hit that 20% range. So once it hits 20% based on what happened in January from GameStop, that's really where it was going to accelerate. Let's take a look at GameStop just to see where exactly they are sitting. Personally, I do not own a position in GameStop. I am still long on AMC as I have been holding ever since I believe February or January 29th. Was my date on that one. So 200,000 short shares available, and the fee is still rock bottom low at 1.12%. Let's take a look at the options volume. AMC is really high up there. I always point this out, guys. Apple is always one of the highest. This is barchart.com. If you haven't used this website, please check it out. Updates very consistently. But AMC has a huge amount of volume and open interest, which is really good. And the call is still a 3-to-1 ratio, saying that more people are going long on this stock than going short. GME is high up there with their volume. However, it is about almost a 50% chance for the amount of people that are going long and going short on this stock. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. Okay, it was pretty crazy just to kind of watch this panic happen, especially to see it, I watch people in the Discord just to see the fact of how fast and how hard the stock can drop. So if you are looking to average into your position, to average up in your position, average down in your position, remember that securing profit is the most important part of it, making sure you don't lose money. Okay. And also, in order to make sure you guys don't lose money, don't sell at the bottom. Whenever a stock goes tanking, it's going to pull back. There's going to be a lot of day traders that know how the natural routines of the way a stock trends, and they're going to jump in on it, and they're going to ride those little highs up, get the 5% back, and so forth. So always make sure you don't get caught selling at the bottom as well. As much as everybody wants to hold on and see the highest price to be made, always have in your mind, at least a price point where you feel comfortable of where you think the stock is going to go, especially in the long term. And also, it also depends on where your financial status is, guys. So that's it for this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you did. Were you able to add more to your position at that 950 range at AMC, at that 175 to 190 range at GameStop? I would love to hear personally. It happened so quick. I was on a call and I kind of looked back and I was talking to some guys in the chat, and it just happened so quick, guys. So let me know in the comments down below, guys. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.